Ready, start. By calling for an all-party meeting on March 5 to discuss the delimitation exercise, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has sought to stir up a national debate. Full stop. Delimitation, as an exercise, has not seen any increase in the legislative seats since 1973, having been frozen as per the 1971 census for parity in population growth across states. Full stop. This was done to prevent states with a higher population growth from getting rewarded close with a higher number of representatives at the cost of other states with better health indices and lower growth. Full stop. The 84th constitutional amendment had stipulated that the delimitation exercise would be based on the first census after 2026. Full stop. Is the union government inexplicably delaying the census exercise to allow for the delimitation exercise to be held earlier? Question mark. In the normal scheme of things, the exercise would have been done after the 2031 census, but it is now possible after 2026 once the census due in 2021 is conducted. Full stop. The concern of Tamil Nadu that the exercise could hurt its representation in parliament is legitimate if the centre intends the process to be only proportionally representative of each state's population. Full stop. This is illustrated in the population growth rates 1971-2024 in Tamil Nadu and undivided Bihar. Full stop. The electorate, for which recent data is available, grew by 171% in the former as against 233% in the latter, while they had a comparable number of Lok Sabha MPs (39 versus 54), including Jharkhand full stop. If delimitation was held and constituencies redrawn to match population growth, and even if the overall Lok Sabha tally was increased, the final number for Tamil Nadu would clearly be much lower than Bihar's. Full stop. Other states with reduced fertility rates, such as Kerala and Karnataka, will also be affected. Full stop. Home Minister Amit Shah has said that there will be no reduction on a pro rata basis for southern states and that they would get their rightful share but there has been little clarity on whether this would mean that their proportion of representatives will be retained after delimitation. Full stop. The significant increase in population since 1973 should lead to an increased number of representatives, therefore, a higher number of seats, especially in North India's highly populated states. Full stop. Yet, the equally important principle of federalism should suggest the need for the proportions of representation to be maintained to keep the balance of power intact across states. Full stop. More importantly, the government must expedite the census just to allay concerns that it has been delayed to facilitate an earlier and controversial delimitation. Full stop. A nation striving to reach the higher pedestals of world power cannot afford to delay the basic exercise of counting the number of its own people. Full stop. President Donald Trump has invited Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to Washington to sign a deal that would give Washington access to Ukraine's rare earth mineral deposits, in exchange for the White House's support in ending the 3-year war there since the Russia invasion. Full stop. While Mr. Trump has to his domestic constituents positioned the deal as favorable to the US, to help American taxpayers get their money back in the context of US aid to Ukraine, he has also emphasized that responsibility for the security angle of the Ukraine situation would fall on Europe. Full stop. Hinting at what appears to be a limited future US commitment to and involvement with the conflict, the Trump administration has so far avoided providing any security guarantee to Ukraine that would accompany the minerals deal, even though Mr. Zelensky has said, double inverted, if we don't get security guarantees, we would not have a ceasefire, nothing will work, nothing, full stop, double inverted, close. Nevertheless, both sides are closing ranks on an agreement that revolves around a double inverted reconstruction investment fund double inverted close towards which Ukraine would be required to contribute 50% of double inverted all revenues earned from the future monetization of all relevant Ukrainian government owned natural resource assets within bracket dot including bracket close deposits of minerals, hydrocarbons, oil, natural gas, and other extractable minerals, materials, and other infrastructure relevant to natural resource assets, double inverted close, full stop. An early draft suggests that the fund will be managed by both countries, yet details on its governance and operation have not been hammered out yet, full stop. On the one hand, the unambiguous positive outcome to hope for would be a robust ceasefire between Moscow and Kyiv, followed by bilateral, territorial, and institutional agreements that ensure peace as a precursor to reconstruction and rehabilitation of the areas devastated by Russia. Full stop. Yet, skeptics may wonder whether this deal tips more in favor of resource extraction by the US rather than any broader peace-seeking efforts, especially because the EU, as a critical stakeholder to any denouement in Ukraine, has been left in the cold, and because the Trump White House appears to have discussed with Russian President Vladimir Putin the possibility of Moscow working with US companies to double inverted mine rare earth mineral deposits in both Russia, and parts of Russian occupied Ukraine, double inverted close, full stop. There is nothing wrong with healthy competition and bilateral or multi-party deals for the extraction and sale of rare earth minerals, now a vital resource, full stop. However, when investment deals in this sector are used to blunt and deflect from strategic questions regarding Russian aggression and the large scale violations of human rights, it becomes considerably harder to distinguish Mr. Trump's plans for the region from an unapologetic new colonial agenda, full stop.